Good morning, students. Let me introduce myself. I am CG Lakshmi Prasad, Assistant Professor of English, working at Government Degree College, Atmakur, Vanaparthi District, Telangana State. Today, we are going to learn about connectives. Different terms are available. We can also call it cohesion in writing, linkers, connectors, okay, cohesive devices, all are one and same. All are one and same, but in your textbooks, degree Palamur University textbooks, it is given connectives, but cohesive devices, cohesion in writing, linkers, okay, all are one and the same. And what is cohesion in writing or connectives? Okay. Cohesion means the act of uniting or sticking together. We have conjunctions as in parts of speech. What does the conjunction do? Conjunction connects two words or two phrases or two sentences. But cohesion is, it is quite different from conjunctions. Conjunction is rather grammatical. Cohesion is rather logical. Okay. What does cohesion does or what does this connectives do is they connect ideas logically and they take the reader or they direct the reader, okay, from one concept to another concept smoothly, and it helps the cohesion helps the reader understand the concept so that they won't get stuck, and their flow of thought, it helps the readers flow of thought along with the passage while they are reading. That is the difference between a conjunction and cohesion. Cohesion is a grammatical and lexical linking within a sentence. I told you, even though conjunction is grammatical, cohesion is also, it is done grammatically only. And it is a lexical. Lexical means word linking, or it can link, particularly conjunction links two words or two phrases or two sentences. It stops there. But a cohesion go beyond that one. Okay, it can link two sentences and shows the relation as well. Okay, and it can link sentences, it can link paragraphs. Okay, and it can show you the relation between one sentence to another sentence, one paragraph to another paragraph. That is what is cohesion. We need to make words, sentences or paragraphs stick together logically. Okay, I have some links so as to achieve a clear logical flow of thought. That is very, very important. Clear logical flow of thought, and this is achieved through connectives or cohesive devices or linkers. Okay, in grammatical terms, cohesion is a means of linking sentences and paragraphs so that the relationships between them are established, and we get to know the relation between one sentence to another sentence, one paragraph to another paragraphs, and the sentences in the paragraph itself. We know how each sentence is connected logically. Okay, cohesion in writing is vital for sequencing and linking ideas, failing which the piece of writing will look like a disjointed pieces. Okay, and these cohesive devices, what do? They link one sentence to another sentence. Okay, without them, if we don't use them, the sentences look like disjointed pieces. They don't have any logical connection. Okay, so so as to so only we use these cohesive devices. Even while speaking, we use cohesive devices. Okay, key quality of paragraph is unity, and a unified paragraph is one of that sticks to one idea from beginning to end, and this can happen only when the sentences are linked together meaningfully to contribute to that one idea. So what is a paragraph? What is a quality of a paragraph, what is a feature of a paragraph is that unity. Okay, it should have one idea, and that one idea should be interlinked. And unified paragraph is one that sticks to one idea from beginning to end. And this can happen, and this we can achieve only when the sentences are linked together meaningfully, logically, and to contribute to that one idea. And all sentences should lead to that particular idea. That is very important. And this can be done through cohesive devices or linkers or connectives. We need to foster cohesion in writing. That means we need to develop that cohesion in writing, especially in academic writing, as it enhances readers' understanding of our ideas. So, how actually, our brain is very logical. If there is no logic, our brain cannot catch it. Okay. So, when you are presenting an idea, each sentence, one idea should lead to another idea logically. There should be some relation between one idea to another idea, one sentence to another sentence. Then only the students or readers can grasp into their brains, and they can understand things easily. Okay. So connectives, cohesion in writing. Cohesion in writing is necessary to ensure continuity of thought, and this is very important. Why? Because we should ensure the continuity of thought. It can be achieved at the word level, not world level, word level, phrase level, sentence level, and even paragraph level, to draw the attention of the reader to the development of an idea or argument. Okay. It can be at various levels. Word level, first word, phrase, clause, sentence, okay, paragraph, like that. Okay, a big essay. So there should be a logic. There are many tools or cohesive devices that we can use in order to achieve this bonding of ideas. It's like a gum. Okay. Gum between one sentence to another sentence, one paragraph to another paragraph. Okay. Cohesive devices are also referred to as transition words, and these are also called, I told you, transition words are linkers or connectives. See, there are so many terms. Transition words. Transition means, trans means going from one place to another. Okay, transport we say, transition. So one from one idea to another idea. These transition words smoothly make the idea move from one sentence to another sentence. Okay, our linkers we say, our connectives also we say. Some of these are repetition. Okay, we repeat, using synonyms, pronouns, contrast words, cause and effect words, emphasizing words, example words, and so on. I am going to now discuss all these things in shortly. These are called cohesive devices. These are only called cohesive devices or transition words, linkers. Okay. Now I hope you have understood. And now for this reason, let me take one example. I have taken one paragraph in A. Read and compare the paragraphs A and B. This is A and this is B. First, let us read first paragraph and let us read this. They both are same. Both are same. Let me tell you, this paragraph has no linkers, has no cohesive devices, has no cohesion. Okay, it's just like, connecting sentences. Let us see here. In speech or in writing, linking words are useful in several ways. They help us in conveying our thoughts in a meaningful manner. The linkers make it possible for us to initiate and develop the main idea of the paragraph. They help us illustrate and provide supporting details. They make it easy to progress from one idea to another by joining one sentence with another. They facilitate better understanding of the ideas presented in a paragraph or an essay. Using too many linkers can affect the structure and coherence of the paragraph. See, the whole paragraph is about cohesive devices, cohesion, but there is no cohesion in this paragraph because no, not even a single cohesive device is used here. The same paragraph here, it is improvised with the help of cohesive devices or linkers or connectives, whatever you call. Let us see the red one are connectives. Let us see, for example, secondly, thirdly, next, finally, however. See, these are, just they're connecting ideas, not sentences. Ideas are very important. In speech or in writing, linking words are useful in several ways. See here, in speech or in writing, linking words are useful in several ways. For example, immediately our brain, oh, now we are going to have one example. For example, what do they do? They help us in conveying our thoughts in a meaningful manner. Secondly, this is first example. Then secondly, what does it do? The linkers make it possible for us to initiate and develop the main idea of the paragraph. Thirdly, they help us illustrate and provide supporting details. Next, that is fourthly, instead of fourthly, they used next. They make it easy to progress from one idea to another by joining one sentence with another. Finally, last one, they facilitate a better understanding of the ideas presented in a paragraph or an essay. However, this is in contrast to the previous ideas. These are all, one kind of connectors. This is contrasting. However, using too many linkers can affect the structure and coherence of the paragraph. So you should not use too many linkers as well. Linkers are very useful, but however, you should not no, make it too much is too bad always. Too much is too bad always. So you should be very logical, and you should use only appropriate linkers so that one idea moves from ideas move from one sentence to another sentence. So now tell me which sentence, which paragraph is more useful, which sentence is looking good, which sentence make you understand better. The first sentence, the brain doesn't catch. You don't know how one sentence is connected to another sentence. You have to read 2 times or 3 times, then only you can understand. Whereas the next second one, the B paragraph, is very easy. Just one reading is enough, and the brain catches. How is it possible? Because of the cohesive devices. Because of the cohesive devices. So cohesive devices are very important. Then let's continue. See, words such as, for example, secondly, thirdly, next, finally, and however in the paragraph that just I have illustrated are called connectives or cohesive devices. Because of these cohesive devices, connectives, paragraph B has the following features. The paragraph B. So, what features it has? It is better organized. It is better organized. It is easier to understand. It progresses smoothly from one idea to another. It is coherent and cohesive. It is coherent and cohesive. Connectives, cohesive devices are a variety of words and phrases that can be used to link sentences and organize text. So connectives or cohesive devices are a variety of words. The number of words and phrases that can be used to link sentences and organize text. They help in establishing connections within and between sentences. Okay, they help in establishing connections within the sentence or in between the sentences. These linking words are like signposts that indicate how ideas are connected to each other and how one idea leads to another. Like suppose when you are going on a highway, there are signposts like school, okay, speed breaker, something like that. When you see that one, is when you see the speed breaker post, you slow down your vehicle. Like that, these these are like signposts. They show you what you are going to read in future. Okay, so that your mind get ready for taking that idea. These link words are like signposts that indicate how ideas are connected to each other and how one idea leads to another. Just as signposts tell us what is coming next. I told you about, suppose speed breaker. Connectives help us anticipate what is coming next in the paragraph. So these connectives, what suppose whenever you say Rama is a good boy, but so as soon as I use but, what happens? I am going to hear something negative about Rama. First sentence is Rama is a good boy, but he is lazy. See, lazy is some negative character of Rama, whereas goodbye is a positive character. So as soon as but is used, but indicates that you are going to listen something bad about Rama. Okay, however is also negative, contrast, opposite. Okay, in that way, these connectives are like signposts. They indicate what is going to happen. it makes you anticipate. At least you can anticipate. You can imagine, oh, something like this is going to happen. Okay, that is how connectives helps us. Connectives just help the reader move smoothly from one idea to another, from one paragraph to the next. So from one idea to the another, from one sentence to the another, from one paragraph to another. That is how it helps the reader understand it better. Now, take a look at some more examples. Some more examples are given here. Interest rates on home loans were cut. As a result, see, you can imagine what is going to happen. As a result, because of the interest rates, home loans were cut. So you can imagine, maybe the number of home loans might have increased, or number of homes construction has been increased, something like that. Okay, you can imagine. Now, what is that? Let us see whether we have imagined right or wrong. Home construction increase. See, our imagination is correct. So this is helping us to imagine what is going to come next. The state government has given them fee reimbursement. Furthermore, that means in addition to this one, they are going to give you some more benefit. What is it? It has also promised them jobs. This is additional benefit. Okay. I don't use eggs to bake a cake. I use cream instead. Instead, I use cream. Instead can be placed here. Okay. If it is here, we can imagine. Oh, instead of eggs, he or she is going to something else, using something else. I will finish typing this. Meanwhile, that means I am typing and I will going to finish this one soon. And meanwhile, you do something else. You do cooking, or you do writing, or you do something. Okay, you are giving some instruction. Meanwhile, you get the papers in order. That means I'll be typing and you do, you keep the papers in order. Okay, see, meanwhile is, suggesting what is going to happen. Then connectives convey different types of relation, and also they can convey relation between one sentence to another sentence, one word to another word, one paragraph to another word, like that. They can be classified into different categories based on the function they perform. So these linkers or cohesive devices or connectives can be categorized into different types based on their performance, based on their function. For example, adding linkers. Adding linkers means it adds two ideas. Generalizing linkers, you generalize, like example, for example, like that. Contrasting, opposite. Clarifying, give clarification. Emphasizing, cause and effect, transition, cause and effect transitions. Order linkers, conclusion or summary transitions. These are the different types of linkers or different types of cohesive devices. There may be some more as well, and these are going to be discussed in detail now. First, adding linkers. Adding linkers means by name we understand that we're going to add one idea with another idea. Let us see. These are the common, and also besides, first, second, third, in the first place, furthermore, moreover, to begin with, in the second place, in the third place, like that. Examples. I don't appreciate your comments about me. I don't appreciate your comments about me. Furthermore, that means not only this also, furthermore, you should refrain from complaining about me to my friends. Okay. Next one. You should not post your every moment on Facebook because people will know everything about you. Besides, not only this, if you post, what happens? Besides, it is an intrusion into your privacy, isn't it? Next, you must travel with as little luggage as possible. Also, you are permitted only to carry one bag. So two ideas are connected, okay, interconnected. That's why adding linkers are used here. Then generalizing linkers. For example, in general, usually, these are the words we use in generalizing linkers. Usually, as a rule, in most cases, on the whole, etc. In general, I neither borrow money nor lend to anyone. In general, I neither borrow. Yeah, there seems to be some problem, technical issue. Okay, anyhow, we'll continue. Now it is generalizing linkers. Generalizing linkers. In general, see, these are the words we use in, these are the linkers that we use in generalizing linkers. In general, usually, as a rule, in most cases, on the whole, etc. Let us see some examples. In general, I neither borrow money nor lend to anyone. As a rule, I never answer unknown numbers on my phone. In most cases, I am known to be a man who helps those in need. On the whole, people nowadays don't seem to have any time for leisure activities like reading or playing games. Okay, this is how generalizing linkers are used. Then contrasting linkers. Contrasting means opposite. Opposite ideas brought together. In spite of, nevertheless, yet, however, although, even so, whereas, etc. In spite of bad weather, they went ahead with their plans for a picnic. See, two ideas. Bad weather is there, but still they went ahead with their picnic plan. Whereas everyone expected him to fail the examination, he did quite well. Everyone thought that he will fail in the exam, but he did well in the exam. So that's why whereas is used here. Then see, not only whereas, you can use other linkers as well. For example, even though, we can say, even though everyone expected, although everyone expected, okay, nevertheless also can be used. Everyone expected him to fail in the examination, and nevertheless he did quite well. Like that, it's not that only this linker can be used. We can use many linkers depending upon the situation and how we are linking. That's more important. He was unwilling to do the job. However, his economic condition forced him into it. He's not willing to take the job, but his economic condition is very poor and he has to take up the job. Then clarifying linkers. Clarifying means to make it the sentence may be confusing or your idea may be confusing, so you give extra information or you clarification. That is to say, see, these are the linkers that we use. That is to say, to be more precise, in other words, namely, etc. Examples: there were several road accidents this month on highway number 14. 55 to be more precise. See here, more precise, to be more precise, 55 people died. My company is letting me go. In other words, they sacked me. The situation brought out his best qualities, namely wit and knowledge. That is how clarifying linkers is used. Then emphasizing linkers. That means you want to emphasize certain idea. And how, what kind of linkers are used? Obviously, of course, as expected, naturally, etc. Obviously, he was rude in his comments, but he need not have been punished so severely. It is true. Obviously means it is true. He was rude in his comments. So you want to emphasize this point. What is that? He was rude in his comments. But see, this is also one linker. But he need not have been punished so severely. Of course, you didn't know she was coming, but you could have been a little more welcoming. Okay, you know that she is not coming, but after you seeing her, at least you could be more welcoming. Okay, cause and effect transition. That means if it happens, something is in consequence. As a result, something happens. Okay, see, accordingly, as a result, consequently, for this reason, hence, therefore, etc. There was a bus strike that day. Consequently, they had to hire a cab. And because of this bus strike, they had to hire a cab. The test is in weeks' time. Therefore, you had better sit at home and prepare for it. In order linkers. Order means firstly, secondly, like that. Afterwards, subsequently, later on, formerly, meanwhile, next, presently, etc. The man was subsequently made the CEO of the company. Subsequently means at last. Okay. India was formerly ruled by British. Okay. Now it is a republic country, but formerly, that means in before, it was ruled by the British. He was He was opening the biscuit packet. Meanwhile, the milk spilled over. Okay, while he was opening the biscuit packet, that at the same time, the milk spilled over. Then last one, conclusion or summary translation. These are used at the end of the paragraph or at the end of the essay. To conclude, finally, in brief, on the whole, to summarize, etc. To conclude, cohesive devices serve to make writing more interesting as there is a natural flow of ideas. That is to conclude. On the whole, it wasn't such a difficult exercise, was it? That is how these are the different types of connectives. Now, exercises. Okay. Combine the sentences with suitable linkers. Here, two sentences are given and you have to combine them into one sentence or maybe two sentences, no problem, but there should be a connection. You should show the connection between the two sentences. Suraj watched his favorite TV show. Suraj went to bed. Suraj went to bed. So we can connect in many ways. After Suraj watched his favorite TV show, he went to bed. You can say, or Suraj watched his favorite TV show and then he went to bed. Okay. Or later he went to bed. Okay. Suraj watched his favorite TV show. Later he went to bed. Like that, there are so many ways, not just and then many ways we can connect. I could not sleep last night. I'm feeling tired today. Okay, we can say because I could not sleep last night, I'm feeling tired today. Or I could not sleep last night, so I am feeling very tired now. Reading a book is interesting for some. Reading a book is boring for others. It's a contrasting linker. See, reading a book is interesting for some, whereas it is boring for others. Okay. There is no ink in the pen. It is not writing. Okay. See, there is no ink in the pen. Hence, it is not writing. Or so it is not writing. We can have many types of linkers. Many people died in the stampede. 55 was a number given by the press. Many people died in the stampede. To be more precise, 55, which was a number given by the press. Okay. The play was boring in parts. Everyone liked it though. The play was boring in some parts, but everyone liked it. How can we do? The play was boring in parts, but on the whole, everyone liked it. But on the whole, everyone liked it. Some more exercise in the same way. The public doesn't often react. There may be acts of injustice happening in front of their eyes. Even though there may be acts of injustice happening in front of their eyes, the public doesn't often react, you can say. You can say in other way also. There may be acts of injustice happening in front of their eyes. Nevertheless, the public doesn't react to them. They never react. They are afraid. I have listed all the uses of lemons. At the end, I want to say everyone should benefit from its use. Okay, at the end also some kind of connector. Okay, I have listed all the uses of lemons. And finally, I would like to say that everyone should benefit from their use. Finally, it's a concluding connector. The event was widely publicized. Very few people turned up. Although the event was widely publicized, very few people turned up. This is a contrasting linker. Petrol prices have hit the sky. The middle class is turning to public transport for the daily commute to office. This is a cause and effect. Petrol prices have hit the sky. So obviously, the middle class is turning to public transport for the daily commute to office because they are not able to afford petrol. Then choose appropriate connective. This is another kind of example. Here, two options are given. You have to choose which connective is more appropriate. Dash, it has to be dash. I have not underlined it. Although we started late, we still arrived in time. Not in spite of. Although we started late, we still arrived in time. Many people in the office tried to help us. They were friendly to or as well. They are friendly too. I love carom, whereas my friends prefer cricket. Furthermore, whereas is correct. This is contrasting. As I didn't know anyone at the party, I left early. Okay. As, not so. Okay. We can say like, I didn't know anyone at the party, so I left the party. We can connect so here. But as means here underline was there, so we have to use as. Manu wanted to watch the film, but he fell asleep halfway through. but because. But is appropriate. I am unwell. Therefore, I am not able to attend the function. Okay. Therefore, okay, not because. We can use because also. Because I am unwell, I am not able to attend the function. But here underline is there, so we have to use here. So there's a place of connection. The relation between the two sentences, that's more important. Which connective you have to use. Ramu is intelligent, but his brother is not. Ramu is intelligent, but his brother is not. Okay, it is contrasting. That's why but has to be used. So means it's not contrasting. Besides being the principal of the college, he acts as a correspondent. Besides means not only that, but also. So you have to use beside. Beside means just to the adjacent. But besides means in addition to. Then fill in the gaps with a suitable connective. More than one connective may be possible. I told you, okay, you can have many more connectives, not just one. Okay. They took a map along. They took a map along. Dash, they lost their way. See, but they lost their way. Yet they lost their way. Both are possible. Okay, you can use anyone. She has sprained her ankle. In spite of that, she managed to participate in the dance competition. Yet she managed to participate in the dance competition. But she managed to participate in the dance competition. All are possible. You can use any of these. My handwriting is terrible, but my sister's handwriting is beautiful. Whereas my sister's handwriting is beautiful. However, my sister's handwriting is beautiful. Okay, all these three are possible. She came late to the exam hall. In addition, she forgot to bring a pen. In addition to that, she forgot to bring a pen. Moreover, she forgot to bring a pen. Both are possible. He is a bad driver. Notably, he hasn't had any accidents. He's a very bad driver, no doubt. It is obvious. But notably, he hasn't had any accidents. However, he hasn't had any accidents. Yet, he hasn't had any accidents. Even but can be used. He is a bad driver, but he hasn't had any accidents. Like that, many connectives are possible in the same situation. Okay. But you have to understand the logic behind using these connectives. Then here one more kind of exercise. What is link the sentences in a logical way with an appropriate connective. Do not repeat the connectives. Same thing. Two sentences are given like the previous exercise. You have to join them with one connective. The firm was doing badly. It was closed. The firm was doing badly, so it was closed. Okay. Or as the firm was doing badly, it was closed. You can use that way also. It is your money. You can do what you like with it. It is your money. Therefore, you can do what you like with it. As it is your money, you can do what you like with it. You can add like that also. The program was cancelled. All the tickets had been sold out. The program was cancelled, but all the tickets had been sold out. We can say like this. Even though all the tickets had been sold out, the program was cancelled. Okay. Though the tickets had been sold out, though all the tickets had been sold out, the program was cancelled. It's very hot. Turn on the air condition. As it is very hot, you are requested to turn on the air conditioner. I slipped and fell. I fractured my knee joint. I slipped and fell. Hence, I fractured my knee joint. Next one. Read the sentences. Correct the errors in the use of connectives. Okay, some errors are there. You have to correct them. I will call you wherever I have the results. Not wherever. Whenever I have the results. Okay, or as soon as I have the results. I will call you as soon as I have the results, or whenever I have the results. You keep my books when you like, not when you like, wherever you like, or if you like. You keep my books if you like. Okay, or you keep my books wherever you like, or both are possible, though they have different meanings. My sister went shopping. Moreover, she didn't buy anything. My sister went shopping, but she didn't buy anything. She went to shopping. It's window shopping we call. Okay. They never buy. They just see and they come out. They spend some time. They pass time. My nephew is good at languages because my niece is good at maths. Okay. My nephew is good at languages, whereas my niece is good at math. This is contrasting because it's not suitable. It's a contrasting. It was getting late, though the guest didn't leave. Okay, though is also not possible. It was getting late, yet the guest didn't leave. Okay, so that is how it's corrected. Now, I think this is the last exercise, I believe. Here, rearrange the jumble sentences in a proper order using the hints provided by the connectives. So first, let us read the connectives and then we go to the meanings. The official added, in spite of this damage. One, however, neither of the vehicles, two buses, consequently, luckily, both the vehicles, a spokesperson, the other one. Okay, so some incident, it is described, it's a narration. Okay, let us see what is this about. Total 11 sentences are there and they are jumbled up. Okay, that means sentences are jumbled up and with the help of these connectives, we have to arrange them in order. We have to arrange them in order. First, let us try to understand the passage and the sentences. The official added that the principal secretary, Ministry of Transport would be heading the committee, some committee, and who is heading them. In spite of this damage, the two vehicles managed to reach a nearby depot. So there is some accident, I believe. One was a sleeper bus going to Hyderabad. However, because of the heavy rain, the drivers could not see the danger until a few seconds before the collision. So there was a heavy rain. The reason for accident. Eyewitnesses said that neither of the vehicles was speeding at the time of the accident. Okay, that means it's not the mistake of the drivers. On Friday night, two buses collided in heavy rain on NH65. So it must be the first sentence, I believe. On Friday night, what happened? Two buses collided in heavy rain on NH65. Consequently, there was no time for them to avoid the accident. Okay. Luckily, there was no loss of life, but the drivers and five passengers sustained minor injuries. So there were only minor injuries and nobody died. Both the vehicles suffered considerable damage, though. A spokesperson for the RTA said a committee of inquiry would be set up to investigate the matter and look into the causes. The other one was a Volvo bus. It has to be bus, not us. Bus in which a marriage party was traveling from Hyderabad to Pune. So we have to put them in order. I think the first one, I think I already told, yeah, here the order is there. Sixth one, on Friday night, two buses collided in heavy rain on NH65. Next one is third sentence. One was a sleeper bus going to Hyderabad. Now we are telling what are the buses. A second one, 11th one, the other one was a Volvo bus in which a marriage party was traveling from Hyderabad to Pune. Then after this one, fifth one, eyewitnesses said that neither of the vehicles was speeding at the time of the accident. Okay, next one, fourth one. However, because of the heavy rain, the drivers could not see the danger until a few seconds before the collision. Then seventh one. Consequently, there was no time for them to avoid the accident. Then eighth one. Luckily, there was no loss of life, but the drivers and five passengers sustained minor injuries. Then next one, ninth. All 7, 8, 9 are in order. Both the vehicles suffered considerable damage, though, and there was damage to the buses. Then second one. In spite of this damage, the two vehicles managed to reach the nearby depot. Then after that one, 10th one, a spokesperson for the RTA said a committee of inquiry would be set up to investigate the matter and look into the causes. And last one, the official added that the principal secretary, Minister of Transport, would be heading the committee. Okay. Now let us put them in order and read it once again and how it makes sense. Okay. On Friday night, two buses collided in heavy rain on NH65. One was a sleeper bus going to Hyderabad. The other one was a Volvo bus in which a marriage party was traveling from Hyderabad to Pune. Eyewitnesses said that the neither of the vehicles was speeding at the time of accident. However, because of the heavy rain, the drivers could not see the danger until a few seconds before the collision. Consequently, there was no time for them to avoid the accident. Luckily, there was no loss of life, but the drivers and five passengers sustained minor injuries. Both the vehicles suffered considerable damage, though, in spite of this damage, the two vehicles managed to reach a nearby depot. A spokesperson for the RTA said a committee of inquiry would be set up to investigate the matter and look into the causes. The official added that the Principal Secretary, Minister of Transport, would be heading the committee. See how easily we can understand with the help of these linkers or cohesive devices or connectives. Okay, they directly enter into our brain and we easily understand. Okay, but if these are not there, if linkers are not there, you have to read. Oh, so what is the connection with the first sentence and second sentence? I see. On Friday, two buses, one bus, the other one, neither of the vehicles. However, consequently, luckily, both the vehicles, though, in spite of this damage, a spokesperson said, the official added, see how easily the flow of thought is there. Very easily we can understand the relation between one sentence to the other and the entire idea, the entire incident is immediately we can understand it. There is no confusion as such. But if we don't have these connectives, if we don't have these linkers, it may take some additional time for us to understand. That's the reason why these connectives, linkers, cohesive devices, cohesion in writing, these are very important, particularly when you are writing. Of course, they are very important even while you are speaking. It helps the listener understand better. But usually we do that. Okay, while we are speaking, we use our body language. Body language helps the listener to understand better. But when it comes to writing, you don't have body language. Okay, these cohesive devices, they are like no body language. They direct the reader from one idea to the other idea. I told you now signpost. Okay, they are like signpost. They tell the readers what they are going to read after this sentence. Okay, what is going to happen in future. That is how these cohesive devices are very important, and we have to learn them. We have to use them to improve or to make our writing standard. Thank you very much. Uh, if you like my video, please like and share and subscribe to my channel. Thank you very much.